If you've been waiting for Laguna Beach home prices to fall dramatically, this market update may surprise you because over the past several months, we've seen inventory rise, buyers have gained more choices, homes are taking longer to sell, and yet prices have remained remarkably resilient. So what exactly is happening in the Laguna Beach real estate market? And more importantly, what does it mean if you're thinking about buying or selling in the coming months? Well, today, I'm going to walk you through the numbers, but more importantly, I'm going to help you understand the story behind the numbers. Because data is interesting, but understanding what it means for your life and for your real estate goals is really what matters. Hi, I'm Clara with Anvil Real Estate. I help people find not just homes, but the lifestyle that truly fits them here in Laguna Beach and the surrounding coastal communities. And today, we're going to be taking a look at what happened in the Laguna Beach market from January through May of 2026. Now, if you've watched my market updates before, you know I like to focus on more than just statistics because numbers by themselves only tell part of the story. What really matters is understanding what those numbers mean if you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing, or simply trying to understand where the market may be headed next. And honestly, this market's data tells a very interesting story. Let's get started with the big picture. If I had to summarize the Laguna Beach market in one sentence right now, it would be this. The market is becoming more balanced, and that's actually a good news. For the past several years, real estate conversations have often been framed around extremes. Either buyers had all the power or sellers had all the power, but what we're seeing and experiencing right now feels more like a balanced market. Inventory has increased, buyers have more options, sellers still have opportunities, and the market is becoming more selective. Not weaker, just more thoughtful. And the distinction is important because a balanced market often creates better outcomes for everyone involved. Now let's talk about inventory. In January, Laguna Beach had 179 active listings. By February, that number increased to 189. March moved to 190. April reached 193, and May held at 193 active listings. So inventory has clearly risen throughout the spring. And that matters because inventory creates choice. When buyers have more choices, they become more selective. They compare properties more carefully. They take more time in making decisions, and they become less willing to overlook the flaws. A few years ago, buyers often felt pressure to make decisions quickly. Today, buyers are likely to ask themselves more questions like, is this really the right home? Is it priced correctly? How does it compare to other options? That shift is creating a healthy market dynamic. Now let's talk about what this means to sellers, because this is where I think many homeowners need to pay attention. A rising inventory environment does not mean homes won't sell. It means that homes need to stand out. The market today is rewarding preparation, presentation, pricing, marketing, and strategy. In a market with fewer choices, almost any reasonably attractive home can generate attention. But when buyers have more options, the details really do matter. The homes that feel move-in ready, the homes that are priced realistically, the homes that show beautifully, those are the homes that continue attracting strong interest and movement. One of my favorite ways to describe today's market is this. The market is still willing to pay for excellence, but it's becoming less willing to pay for wishful thinking. And I think that's exactly what we're seeing right now on these numbers. Now let's talk about prices, because this is where things get really interesting. The median sales price this year has been January 2.95 million, February 2.91 million, March at 2.8 million, April 3.35 million, May 3.14 million, and now at first glance, some people seeing rising inventory and assume prices should be falling significantly, but that's not what we're seeing. And there are a few reasons why. First, Laguna Beach remains a highly desirable coastal market. Second, there is a relatively limited supply of homes compared to the demand. Third, the most desirable properties continue attracting motivated buyers. So while buyers may have gained leverage, they haven't disappeared. So this is a very important distinction because demand is still very much present. Now let's look at a statistic that I think deserves more attention. The percentage of original price received. In January, 95.3%. February, 94.6%, March, 94.3%, April, 99.1%, May, 93.9%. May's figure is particularly interesting because it tells us buyers are negotiating, and that's something many buyers haven't fully realized yet. Let's put this into perspective. If a home is listed at $3 million, 93.9% of list price represents approximately $183,000 below asking. Now, obviously, every property is different. Some homes sell over asking and some sell under asking. But the broader message is clear. Negotiation opportunities exist. Buyers who are informed, patient, and strategic may find opportunities that simply weren't available during more competitive market conditions. That doesn't mean lowball offers suddenly work. It means thoughtful offers matter again, and that's a meaningful shift. Real quick, if Laguna Beach has been on your heart and you're trying to figure out your next step, you don't have to do it alone. I help people make thoughtful moves that fit their life, not just the numbers. If you want support, call or text me at 949-998-4866 or go to clarablunt.com, or you can email me at clara@anvilreinc.com. Now let's get back to it. Now here's another metric I find fascinating. Closed sales. January 20, February 18, March 30, April 23, May 36. 36 closed sales in May. That's the strongest month of the year so far. Think about what that means. Even with higher inventory, even with buyers negotiating, even with more market balance, people are still buying Laguna Beach homes. And they're buying in significant numbers. To me, that's one of the strongest indicators that means the market remains healthy because transactions are still happening, life events continue, relocations continue, retirement continues, lifestyle changes continue, and Laguna Beach continues attracting people who want to come and make this community their home. Now let's talk about days on market. January, 29 days. February, 42 days. March, 26 days. April, 24 days. And May, 35 days. 35 days is still a healthy market, but it does indicate something very important. Buyers are becoming more deliberate. They're spending more time evaluating options. They're comparing properties. They're asking more questions. And honestly, that's not necessarily a bad thing. A thoughtful buyer often becomes a more confident buyer, a more intentional buyer, and confidence creates stronger transactions. The days of buyers rushing into decisions simply because of fear of missing out have largely faded. Today's buyers want to feel certain, and that's reflected in the data. If there is one metric that quietly explains everything happening in this market, it's months supply of inventory. January, we had 6.8 months, February, 7.2 months, March, 7.3 months, April, 7.2 months, May, 7.5 months. This tells us we are operating in a much more balanced market environment than we've been in recent years, and balance benefits everyone. Buyers gain breathing room, sellers still have opportunities, and transactions become less emotional and more strategic. In many ways, this is what a healthy market looks like. No extreme buyer leverage, no extreme seller leverage, just balance. So what should buyers take away from all of this information? First, you have more options than you've had in quite some time. Second, you may have more negotiating power than you realize. Third, don't confuse balance with weakness. There are opportunities in today's market, and the best properties still attract attention. The right strategy isn't waiting endlessly for prices to collapse. The right strategy is understanding value when you see it and making informed decisions when the right opportunity appears. And for sellers, the message is actually very encouraging. Homes are still selling, demand remains healthy, and buyers are still willing to pay for quality. But preparation does matter, pricing matters. Today's market rewards realism. The sellers who understand that are often the ones achieving the best outcomes. As we move forward into summer, I expect several trends to continue. I expect inventory to remain elevated. I expect buyers to remain active. I expect strong properties to continue selling. And I expect buyers to remain selective. In other words, I don't see signs of panic. I don't see signs of runaway appreciation. What I see is a market that is becoming more thoughtful. And frankly, that's a positive development. One of the things I love about Laguna Beach is that people don't move here because of spreadsheets. They move here because of how life feels here. The ocean, the community, the beauty, the lifestyle. The numbers matter, of course they do, but they only tell part of the story. And while the market continues to evolve, the reasons people fall in love with Laguna Beach is remarkably consistent. If you are thinking about buying or selling in Laguna Beach and you'd like help understanding what today's market means for your specific situation, I would love to connect. Clara at AnvilReinc.com, 949-998-4866. And if you found this market update helpful, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. I share weekly videos about Laguna Beach neighborhoods, lifestyle, market trends, and what it's really like to live here. I'd love to have you join us. I'm Clara Blanc with Anvil Real Estate, and I look forward to helping you find the place that feels right for you.